All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakathum. And the rapid disclosure of information in this place will continue to fuel the collapse of America, Babylon the Great. Now, we go into a lot of the time of division, the time of confusion, America being split, even between America and the EU. But what's going to lead up to, what is leading up to all of these things? The reality of it is information is leading up to it. All right. What brings this topic to mind? It says Trump confirms government spraying things with a trail of Kemet behind him. All right. On U.S. citizens, he says, quote, "We've done something wrong." We mean we've done something wrong. Y'all are continuing to do it. Okay. Last week, we had -8 degrees. Today it's gonna hit a cool 60. The week before that it was 60. And then you had -8 in between. This is February, man. You really shouldn't have 60-degree weather in February. Okay. The temperature really shouldn't ever go really above 40 degrees in this climate in Kansas City during the month of February. But how do you have 50-60 degree weather? Okay, how does it go from that to -8? Not feels like -8. It was literally -8 out here. And that's because they're manipulators, man. They're manipulating things, and this is information that's coming out that they're admitting to now. A lot of people in the tinfoil hat community, they know, or they suspect these things, just like they suspected UFOs, aliens, and it's all coming out. And there's a spirit of this information coming out because it's prophecy. All right, I want to get that in Psalms. Y'all should know where I'm going. Okay. A matter of fact, I'll read the whole chapter of Psalms. It's only 10 verses, but this proves my point. Let me read a little bit of this article first, so I'm going to read that whole precept. It says, President Donald Trump has sent shockwaves through the establishment by suggesting that something the U.S. government is spraying is linked to the skyrocketing rates of people on the spectrum. Donald Trump said this, okay? So YouTube, don't try to censor me for me reporting the news. Your own agencies that were there to cover you, like the C, the D, and the C, the W, the H, and the O, those organizations that basically run the policies on what you can say and can't say on YouTube, they're being confounded. Okay, there's a reason y'all classify every goddamn thing. Everything's goddamn top secret because you're selling not just a dream but poison. Okay. And to your own people. This is why you really got to be taken out of control. Okay, you're doing this to your own people. I'm gonna get a precept on that as well. Okay, so he's saying it. All right, now why aren't these people? Why is nobody going to jail? Where's the rioting at, man? That's irritating to know these things, and these people are just still sitting around. Like shit's sweet, man. All right, but it's gonna get to a breaking point. But this is Psalm 64. All right, and 2, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." All right, and that's exactly what we have. When you look into the word insurrection, it basically means to a rising from within in itself. All right, because these people have had an insurrection on their own people. The ruling class of Esau in the 1800s, you had white, yellow, black, brown. Even if you're a poor Edomite, you would still consider white. Esau would help his brother out. Okay, now that's completely abandoned. The elites have detached themselves from you with Amalek. Okay, and now they've basically did a coup in America. Okay, and they've subjugated you by class now. There's no such thing. They don't look at white, black, brown as the way to rule things anymore. They look at class now. Okay, lower class, upper class, middle class. All right. And everything's managed through these clubs and these secret societies. Now, you went to Yale, you're probably gonna be part of the Skull and Bones, man. Okay, if you went to Harvard, you're probably gonna be part of that societal order. All right, but they're all controlled behind the scenes. Okay, and if you working everyday Joes, you know, Edomites, are going to work thinking you're going to retire with a 401k, then you're sorely mistaken. This is why there's going to be so much division, man, because Esau's turned against his own people. All right. And this was meant for us, but now it's turning on you. Verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot arrows, even bitter words. All right. And they had very bitter words for us to justify why they did all of these things for us. Oh, we were too angry and savage. All right. We were slow. We weren't smart. All right. We had a high pain tolerance. Whatever they made up, they made it up just to do what they're going to do to us. Verse 5. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And this is what we have. Coming up with policies. They're having these think tanks. All right, figuring out a way how do you sell to the nigger woman? Okay, how do you sell her a dream? And how do you destroy the man? Okay, how do you get them to do it on each other? All right. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Because Esau has the national security card. Anytime he gets in trouble or he does something illegal or wicked, he can just say, oh, that was mal on national security, and therefore it's top secret, and you can't know about it. And because national security, you know, they scare you with the T word. They're everywhere, you know, they're under the buildings and blah, 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 you know. But now that's actually come true because they let all these migrants across the border, and America's really about to get touched. America's going to go from being a virgin to on the bus, the bang bus. All right, America's about to get absolutely ran through. Okay, and by America I mean the people, the land in its entirety. Okay. Is going to go bye-bye. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? All right. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. All right. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. All right. So when they do these chemicals, this is just one example, you know, what they're spraying around. All right, they already know the impacts of it. They already know who it's going to affect, when to do it, where there's a goddamn schedule, man. Okay? You don't think the pilot got to wake up in the morning and know what he got to do that day? Okay? You don't think they looked into the products inside of these things and did tests on people to figure out what it was going to do? They know exactly what they're doing, man. All right? It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. What are those arrows? Okay? It's not talking about arrows of words, okay? Actually, part of it will be, you know, but we know the finale of this is going to be those thermonuclear missiles, okay? All right. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And this is prophesied to happen. All right. That's why Trump is coming out saying all of these things. This is why he's releasing the JFK documents. This is why they're releasing the CIA documents on MLK. All right. This is why they've been disclosing information about the chariots or the so-called UFOs. All right. This is why he's now coming out and admitting this. Okay. They're going to eventually admit to a lot of things, and it's going to have a lot of people doing, what the hell are we doing? You know? It says, speaking at a White House event, going back to the article, with the state governors, Trump expressed deep concern over the surge in AUTism cases, all right, citing a dramatic increase from 1 in 20,000 just 15 years ago to 1 in 34. So it dropped from 1 in 20,000 to 1 in 34. That's crazy, man. 20,000 people. Man, that's a lot of people, and you would only get one. But now it's just 34 people, man, and you get one. From 20,000 to 34, man. And they're trying to, oh, it's just a coincidence. No. And they knew this beforehand. This is the thing. But nobody's gonna go to jail, because at the end of the day, they don't hold each other accountable. That's why the scriptures say this. The scriptures say, well, let me get this. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 10:1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. This is not well ordered at all. This is gonna lead to the destruction. And when you really get deep into it, you learn that the elites plan to control demolition of not just the economy but the entire nation. You people are about to be left over. They're about to swap places. That's their plan, to swap places with third world countries like India with America. All right, where India is going to get built up, and America is going to become the third world country, because y'all don't make anything, y'all don't produce anything, y'all don't know anything, y'all don't have any skills. All you know how to do is read, write, count, and that's good enough for you to be a low-class slave, basically, okay? And it says, verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And America is full of greedy people. Look at what they were doing in USAID. They were just stealing left and right. And that's because that's the culture of America. Y'all are thieves, man. Y'all don't think there's nothing wrong with how America was founded. You know? Y'all are like, oh, that was a long time ago. You know? That's why there's a culture of theft. That's why the culture here is to show an image of what is not, or not what it really is. That's why you have Instagram filters. That's why a McDonald's commercial will show a burger that don't look nothing like that in real life. This is the culture here. Lying, deception, witchcraft. All right? Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right? The earth is not profitable, man. How do you have the earth, the thing that's literally made, it'll sustain itself, and you still running a loss? Because he intentionally did this, because he's the devil, okay? That's why you had to make plastic, man. Go look up the chemical formula of how you make a plastic. You're going to see how long all of those molecules are. He had to make, it takes genius and effort to make that, man. You had to make that something that destructive, okay? Because the earth simply doesn't make anything that destructive. The earth has things that are poison or toxic to you, yeah. But plastic is forever, okay? Glyphosate, that's forever, man, okay? So this guy did this intentionally, and now he's snitching on himself, all right? And what did the Lord say? Let me go to Matthew 10 real quick, because it's going to get worse for you people, all right? Matthew 10, we'll go to verse 34. It says, think that I am not to come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So all of these Christians praying to sweet baby Jesus, they're in for a rude awakening. Number one, of who he really is, what he looks like, what his agenda is when he gets back. All right? That's why the Lord said this. Because there's going to be people that just think that it's just going to be, he's going to come back and save everybody from credit card debt. That's what people think. They don't care about a righteous world. They just want to go back and do wickedness again. When they think about the Lord coming back to save them, they want to be saved from the consequences of their own wickedness, so they can go back and do more wickedness. That's why the church makes so much money, because you guarantee customers in the church, because they're going to continue to go sin, because you continue to encourage them to do sin, you know? So y'all are in for a rude awakening, man. But verse 35, it says, for I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right? So the Lord is coming to cause division. And that's why Esau is snitching on himself. None of the information that we're getting or bringing out is being broken by Israelites. Okay? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There are some, all right? But your own people are tired of you, man. Your own people see how unprofitable you are. Okay? And the Lord said that this would happen. So don't listen to guys like Al-Azhar that said we got another 1,000 years. You really think World War III is 1,000 years away? You really think World War III is 1,000 years away? Are you high, man? Okay? You niggas are out of your mind. Okay? It says And that's stupid too, because we now live in a world where there are nuclear weapons now. Okay, you couldn't say that 1,000 years ago, but now you can say that exists now. What Isaiah 34 spoke about, what Revelation 17:18 talk about. Okay, really most of Revelation, or just half of it, you know, really Revelation 16, 17, 18, you know, the thermonuclear destruction. Okay, we're in that era, man. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're in the time of division. Okay, any moment one of these the nukes can fly off, man, you know. And it says, verse 36, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. All right, so that goes for the nuclear family that you got here, but that goes for Esau's household too. Okay, a lot of Edomites are going to start killing each other, man. All right, because the mindset of the Edomite is self-destructive. When you read Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's self-destructive. So they're going to be amped up to go after Israelites and Jakes, but eventually it's going to devolve into them fighting for one another, man. Fighting one another. And while they're going to turn on each other, the Lord promised us that Judah and Ephraim would come together. Okay? So yeah, it's going to start off as racial tension and race wars, but that's not how it's going to end up. There's only one people taking the L. Well, actually, there's only one group of people that's not going to take an L, and that is the elect of the Heavenly Father. Okay? If your name is written in the book of life, there ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Okay? Not Esau, not your baby mama. Okay? Not other gods like Allah or Buddha or whatever. The ancestors, nothing, man. Okay? And that's what we strive to be. This is why we bring out prophecies, man. This is why we go out and do videos and go out on the highways and byways. You know? Anyway, I'll end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai B'Hashim Rachak Shalom. On to the next.